Good evening, all my machine heads, and welcome back to No Man's Land, the Flattening Project. Dun, dun, dun. We are going to be together tonight for an extended version. I plan on playing for an entire day's worth tonight and see how it works out, see how the recording comes out. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm doing great. I'm doing awesome. I'm doing fantastic. It feels like it's been forever since I've actually said them words. But the fact that I've been playing around with some time lapses and stuff. Got to play with my computer. So before we get started, let me answer the trivia question. I typed it out last time because it was in a time lapse. I asked you guys what is the world's largest plow and what the make and model is. I'm going to give a shout out to every single person out there. And also, let me take a few minutes to wish and thank every single person that has subscribed. Welcome to the family, all the new subscribers and new viewers. Okay, so the answer is the question was, what is the world's largest agricultural plow out there, and the maker and brand of it. The brand of it is called the Titan 36. It's the world's biggest plow, 36 furrows, 18 meters working with. Power required, get this ready, 1,000 horsepower. Now, in Australia, though, they broke the world record with making a 66-meter long plow, but they put together 3 Titans. So it was, and they set a world's record with it. But the Titan is the biggest plow made in the world, and it's just absolutely amazing to me. So you can realize that 18 meters that like we run around here in Farm Sim with all the time, you realize that it's probably like the biggest in the world. But anyways, let me turn this light on. All right, now we get some light on the subject. Dun, dun, dun. All right, so let's ask the trivia for tonight. I asked you what the world's largest plow was. Now we're going to go on the same category, and I'm going to ask you what the world's largest cultivator is. You can see a pattern that's going to happen. Dun, dun, dun. And without further ado, let's get this day started. We are on day 13. This is now episode 9, I do believe. 9 or 10, but we are on day 13. So let's get started. My name is Fury Machine, and let's have some fun tonight. I'm going to show you what we've got going on. I worked a lot off camera, and I got going. And where is my tractor? Oh, yeah, over here. As you can see, I've been baling up finished baling the straw, and I've been stacking it all over the place. I got to stack it in the sheds. It's like everywhere. And I've been working on flattening the land. I've got what I'm planning on doing today is I'm going to get all these hay bales off the field, and then we're going to finish flattening this, and we're going to start plowing it in for a field. We had some rain overnight, so where am I? Did I leave off on? This is the little stacker that you can buy in-game. It was in 19. It was in 17. It is borderline a pain to use, but it puts it in stacks of 3. Oh, you know what? Never mind. No. I got something planned. All right, so we're going to do this. I downloaded something that I never would have done. I downloaded an Autoload trailer. We're going to go try that. It is, I got some flattening to do. I did it tried to do it in the dark. It was terrible. All right, so let's just unload this here. All right. Shut our tractor off. Now, this is, as you can see, it's Pitbull modding. It is the car and Autoload pallet, and there's a car trailer with it, too. So this is the baler for $12,000. This is the car. So we're going to buy the car or the truck first. And this is the first time seeing it. I didn't get a chance to test this, so let's hope it works. We're going to do our typical Massey red. And we'll leave everything black. Let's see, standard design. Bull bar. Yeah, let's go bull bar. Engine setup. What's this here? 2014, 24 TT, and 24 big block. Let's go to 24 big block. What the heck? Wheel setup. Okay. Wheel brand. Rocket Nokian. Check that out. Let's do that. And then what's this here? Oh, I see. You got wheel wells. Fifth wheel. All right, so let's go like that. Let's buy this bad boy for 58,000. And let's get the bale auto load. We got to go red with this. There we go. Like I said, this is the first time doing... Oh, you know what? I need the fifth wheel on it. This is... Oh, that's why there's a fifth wheel attachment. All right. Fury's learning. So we're going to get this in here. Look at those tires, though. Absolutely sick. All right, so let's customize this. My bad, my bad, my bad. Let's get the fifth wheel and get in here. All right, so let's do a walk around real quick. This is absolutely sick. Dual wheel tires. All right, so let's take a look around. Let's see if what the interior looks like. Mirrors work. All right. Turn signals work. Whoops. I didn't have a chance to test this, like I said. Let's see if the... let's see what we got here. No, you can't unfold the tailgate, so... Alright, so we're going to go... It looks like it's a standard auto load. This is not very realistic. Oh, the brakes are hard on it. Oh, the wheels match. So whatever wheels you pick on the truck, it puts it on the trailer. That's kind of sick. Alright, so we're going to go operating position B. Alright. And we should be able to auto load this up. This is very stable, too. Let's get this off here. All right, so let's see how this does here. Boom. 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 I don't know how much it's going to fit. Doesn't look like it fits too many. But for only 12,000, what do you do? Whoa. Can I go 3 high? Yep. This is kind of nice. Now, will it go 4 high? Or just 3 high? Nope, 3 high. All right, so now we got to bring this back up. I think it's just a standard auto load. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 bales. That's not bad. And put them in stacks of 3 so I can just pick them up. So let's see. Unload bales. Where do you unload them at? Okay, so Y. Okay, do I move it? How do I... No, I don't want to unload there. So... Okay, that loads them onto the trailer. Lower. Okay, so that picks them up. Okay, and then how do I get them off the trailer? Something tells me I should have tested this first. Because I can... Oh, there we go. Let's see now, since I'm on the trailer. Aha! All right, so that's what Fury did wrong. Take my mouse, or... Aha! All right, you can use my controller down and Y. Perfect. All right, so I figured it out. I wasn't on the trailer. Dummy. So I can get rid of that now. I just couldn't see with the amount of bales we're going to have on this. I couldn't see not using an autoload. B. Right? I think you gotta hit Y again. There, yep, you gotta hit Y. Ding. All right, there's 2. Much better. I know I'm missing one. Maybe I got them all. I'll come along with them. And then we're gonna load all this up. There's also a new Terra Farming mod out there that I've been monkeying around with, but I didn't put it in because, ooh, check that out. It already sets it up for me. Now, I wonder how close I can get to the other one. Oh, watch this. Oh, man, I could put that right on top of that if I wanted. Load bales here. See, if I was closer, I could have put those on top of each other. And then you're going to hit Y again. And then it should pick them right up. Boom. All right. Let's go over here and get all these into a stack. See if I can fit right in between them. Now, I can do this. But we're going to leave that just like that for a second. See, this is the only problem when Fury doesn't test things. Because I don't know how they work. So you come on here and you look kind of like weird. I can put that. This thing's got a nice turning radius. I don't know why was so up there. So there's that. All of them are off the field. So we're going to leave this right here for now. We are going to sell. Where is it? We can sell this now because we can buy a. Oh, you know what? Now I got to go my leased items. Did I sell that? No. How come that won't let me sell this? What's it under? Oh, bale loaders. There. Put this away. But now you guys understand why I'm playing a little bit longer than normal. Now, the Terra Farming Mod, I will be doing a review on that. It's absolutely sick. It's in beta form right now. I got it from the GitHub. Basically, I saw Sim Farmer do a review on it, and I jumped all over it because now what you can do is instead of just terraforming, you can come in here with a bucket loader, a wheel loader, what do you call those? They're whatever they're called, and you can dig on any map, and you can make holes, and you can level the ground, and it gives you rocks. Then you can bring the rocks over and put them in your rock crusher and get lime, and then you can sell the lime. It's part of the production pact. It's absolutely awesome. But I'll do a review on it. I'm not going to get crazy on it, but right now what I want to do is go to construction, go to landscaping, go to here, You can also like take the wheel loader or bucket loader or front loader. You can pick all of these and do whatever you want with it. If you want to raise it up, it'll raise it. It's really nice. All right, so then we're going to go make this big. And I'm going to level this out while you guys are right on camera here. I've got the brush strength turned all the way up. Yeah, I tried to finish this last night in the dark. It was horrible. But this is what our series is all about. And I've got the free thing that where it doesn't charge me anything to terraform. Let's come out here so I can see where I left off on. This is the thing right here that I got to do. But yeah, that it's called Terra Farming. It's really nice. I monkeyed around with it for about 3 hours. Oh, I'll tell you, the other thing is that Fury had a lot of problems with... why won't that let me terraform that? Let's get down in here. Because I still own this. Oh, I know why. Because it's right on the border. Oops. Alright, so there's where we're going to have to plow to. All right. So now let's go painting, and we'll go asphalt. I think. See, I like the in a way the 19 version because you pick the size. Nope, it's not concrete. All right. Try to keep this as straight as I can. It's going to go over this hump. But that'll give us a chance to not plow over that. When you get too far over, it just won't let you paint. See, watch, I'll go. Then when I can't do it anymore, see, it stops. It won't let me do it anymore. So it's kind of cool. So then we'll plow on the inside of that, but we keep our road the same. Then when we buy this property over here, we'll be able to level that road. Let me get out a little bit. Keep this right on the line. We're going to go right along the edge of this. Yeah, so I'm doing an experiment tonight. I'm going to see how well this longer video works. There we go. Now let's go V. And we'll make this kind of like turn there. Yeah, so that bucket, that Terra Farming thing is really cool because you can come along here with, you put your bucket all the way down level, and then you just kind of go into it like this, and it'll level it for you, but you get rocks out of it. It's really kind of nice. Whoops. A little wide there. There. And we'll figure that out one later. But now we got our border. We got our next field. So we're going to take our tractor. We put it away. We're going to grab our plow. We're going to make our border. and we're going to start plowing. I think I've decided that I'm going to keep I'm going to keep Hastings, North Dakota, a time lapse. I think it's I'll tell you, that last episode was awesome. It came out really good. But on the same token, when you're playing for when you're playing for 2 hours straight, it tends to get a little bit crazy. Crazy talk. So let's go ahead and do our first border. Lower. Turn it in. Now this isn't very realistic either, but get my crew set there. This is why I love Black Sheep modding stuff, because he thinks ahead. Like, the plowing in real life is horrible, because those what do you call them there, the mold board plows, they're horrible. They're horrible to use in real life. They're horrible to use, period. But I may be bringing that Terra Farming back because I may use it in this map, because of the simple fact that it's a way to make money. Now on Hastings, North Dakota, we're going to use silage as a moneymaker. I downloaded a couple of really cool mods. The what do you call that there? The Fermenting Silo. But somebody who made it allows you to ferment straw, hay, and grass, and chaff. So you can put it in there and it makes silage, and you can sell the silage. It's really a great idea, because I've always said, I'm like, well, technically we could make compost out of straw. I've never seen anybody in real life make silage out of it, but to be honest with you, what's the difference of taking straw and all that stuff and putting it in your bunker and making it? It rots, which is what silage basically is. I know that compost, we used everything, eggshells, everything we could find. We just put in the compost bin. I gotta level that out right there, so I might as well do that now before I forget. Otherwise, we are going to be I don't want to level it. I want to soften it. Otherwise, we'll come off this and we'll be jumping. Ooh. Actually, you know what? I gotta go a little bit wider here. You can always just replow that in. All right, so let's start here. Get that corner squared up. If I have to, I'll come back through and plant this, or replow it. Yeah, I can see if we go any farther, it won't let me do it. There, that worked out. All right. Didn't take long at all. I just didn't want my equipment to come off of that. Perfect. So how was everybody's New Year? Mine was awesome, as I explained to you guys last time. Played some new Monopoly, which I didn't do very well at, but that's okay. So we're going to get this done plowing. And I think what I've decided, like I said, I've decided to go a little bit longer. Now, on No Man's Land, I just want to let you guys know. Let me fix this too while I'm right here. When you terraform it all the way flat, when you plow it in, you don't get rocks at first. You just don't. Level. Go one size bigger. I just want to make this look pretty. There we go. And then we'll, just like I did in my other version, I don't want to terraform all the way up in here because I got an idea what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to put some sort of factory up here. Clear out these trees and put something up here so that we can come in from the shop right here and go right into our factories and turn around. That's what I think I got going on. I don't know for sure yet, but that's what's going through my little brain. Can't believe we're on day 13 already. Oh, you can you hire a worker? Ooh, I'm gonna have to try that. Now on 19 it wouldn't let you because you're plowing. Let's get this edge done here. If it lets me hire a worker, I'm gonna start hiring a worker. I just gotta find some ways to make money. Like I explained to you guys on Hastings, we're gonna use silage, so everything, all our hay, there's some rocks. All our hay, grass, straw, everything's going to go alternate into the silage thing, the fermenter. We're going to sell the silage. And that's how we're going to make money. So I got to find a way to do that on this map. All right, so we'll get done with this, and I want to try and experiment. See, it's a good-sized field, actually. 17 acres. Let's try. Ready? Nope. You can see how many times I tried. It wouldn't let you. Because it's... Now, it will let me hire a worker once I... get this plowed in, because then it'll be a field border. Sorry, my brain froze. But yeah, I started, as you guys remember, on Hastings, North Dakota. I raised the time up because I did some figuring in my head, and I figured that 53 acres field should have took me about 12 hours in real time, if not more. So that's why I doubled up the speed. Since we're going at 10x speed here, there's no real gauge to get what we can done. So what I'm going to try to do is get it set up to get one project done in one day. Now you see how I strategically left those undulations like I did on that field over there, so that it feels like you're actually on a field instead of perfectly flat. I didn't go exactly flat. I kind of just went, I got that big hump out of there. I got it as flat as I could. And then we went from there. Because once we start getting a decent money coming in, then we'll start hiring workers and stuff. Because then we'll be able to afford it. I got a $500,000 loan plus a $300,000 loan that we took out with the government subsidy. So I've got $800,000 to pay back right now, and I've only got $85,000 left over. Luckily for us, we own most of our equipment, and the strawberries aren't producing as fast as what I thought they would. I guess they produce more on like 1 day months. I'm not quite sure. As you can see, if I play from 8 in the morning until 6 at night, that's 10 hours. That plays literally for 1 hour, but it's one in-game day. Yeah, you'll see I'll be able to flatten this. This is going to be tricky here. Flatten that once I get the next property bought. But so anyways, I do have some bad news though. I've decided to hold off on the multiplayer for now with Creighton. I've already explained it to him. I had a lengthy discussion with somebody who I respect a great deal in this business, and his name is Grizzly Bear Sims. And I want to take full responsibility for what happened. I don't like the in-game maps. I really, really, really don't. I don't feel them. I didn't feel them in 17. I didn't feel them in 15, and I certainly didn't feel them in 13. I always wait for the modders to get. But as I was explained, people are tending to rush the maps out now. And all it's doing is, instead of... Sorry, is it itching my leg? Instead of getting them properly tested and taking your time and releasing a map like Alien Jim did here, we all know how this map played in 17. We all know it. Everybody knows it. Everybody's played it. What map authors are doing now is they're such in a rush to get maps out that they're not testing them, and we, the community, become their testers. Because when there's an issue, we just mark it down, and they go back and they fix it, and you see like version like 1.0.0.0, you know, or version 20 or version 30, and there's no reason for that. None. So after discussion with, like I said, Grizzly Bear Sims, and I respect him to the utmost. He's been in the community a long time. He works personally with modders, like he said. You know, the map authors that he knows aren't even considering making maps yet because they know there's going to be another update yet. So, for now, I am not going to be doing any new maps until we start getting them either on the in-game mod hub, or I get like somebody who knows what they're doing with reviews, gives them a good review. Somebody who's played on the map for a while, because I think it's just not fair that we become the testers. I mean, I've tested maps for many a map author, and a dog just made a weird noise, sorry. Mike Granger will be the first one to tell you guys about that I've tested hundreds, if not thousands of hours of mods of his and maps of his, and he's got a team of guys, and he's not even considering making maps yet. So I have to slow down, I have to relax, and when I was informed, the good news is, along with the bad news, that Meadow Grove Farm is coming to Farm Sim 22. Nathan has already posted it on his Facebook. I don't have Facebook, so I'm assuming it's going to be released to mod sites. He usually does. When Meadow Grove is released and Nathan releases it, that will be the map that I go to, because I know that he tests. The other map, I probably will pick up one of FDR's logging maps, because he right now is hundreds and hundreds of hours into testing his one map right now. It probably won't be my style. If Wilhelmina Forest comes to 20 or 22, then I'll probably will play that, especially now that I have my treks. I don't mind playing with mods, because they're, you know, you usually know within, like, I didn't test that truck, But as you can see, within 10 seconds, I knew it was going to work, and we're ready to go with it. And it's not a mod that I will use all the time because I want to claim myself as the realistic farming channel. I don't use Autoload. But when you're doing big, huge fields like this, that's why on Hastings I decided to do the pickup, because I am not doing Bales on a 16x map. That's just ridiculous. That's just asking for a headache. So, getting back to my story, getting back to it, I'm not going to do a multiplayer server yet until the true maps start coming out, the ones that are done and tested and ready to go, like this one. And I'm not going to do a multiplayer on this since I'm already doing a Let's Play on it. That's doubling up on something that I don't need to double up on. It's bad news. I was super excited about it. I also am going to have, I think what I'm going to do is, if it's me running the server, I think I'm going to have the mods that I want, and then people are going to be responsible for getting those mods if they want to play on the server with me. If not, I don't have a problem with it. I don't discriminate against anybody. If you choose that you don't want that mod or don't use it, that's fine. But, you know, I've got 4 mods right now that I use every single Let's Play. And it's PowerPoints for the flight, because as a content creator, you want to be able to show off your map with the flight mode. And believe it or not, with the physics, I use super strength all the time. And it's not realistic, but I use it because you flip over a tractor, you do this, you can't. A lot of times, like if I'm off camera, I'm running around like a madman trying to get this done. I'm driving all over the place. Like earlier today when I flattened this section, I drove my tractor up right about in here and went flip. I flipped my tractor over and into those trees upside down. So I whipped out super strength, bada bing, bada boom, flipped her back over, done, out of the way. It's not very real. I don't do that stuff on camera because I'm trying to play as realistically as I can. But that's just it. I mean, it's not really bad news as it is. I try to keep the negativity off, and it seems like it's coming across as negative, and it's not. I just want people to realize that I just don't want to get caught into the trap of every new map that comes out. I'm jumping all over because I'm super excited and I'm super ready to go and want to get going on with maps and stuff, and I have to realize that the game's only been out a little over a month. We're already on patch 1. There's going to be another patch coming very quickly. And so map makers, after about 6 months, will then start making maps, and they'll get good ones. But the one I've already promised myself is Nathan's Meadow Grove. When that comes out, and I'm hoping, and this goes out to Nathan if he sees it, I probably will message him anyways, make Meadow Grove extended and make sure that the cow pens hold 500. Because if I'm playing on your map, I'm going to have my cow pens, and they're going to be my cow pens. I'm not going to build them. Because Grizzly Bear Sims and I agreed on one thing. There's times that I just don't want to build. I want to play with the thing that's there. I want to play with the map that's there and play super realistic. I have several things that I do for immersion, and the last couple of Let's Plays that I've done have felt more like tutorials and not like Let's Plays. So that's the other good news that I am announcing right now. When a new map does come out, and it's one that I like and one that's ready to go, whether it's Meadow Grove, whether it's FDR's logging, it will be a realistic immersion story. It'll have a story. It'll have a backstory. I won't be calling myself Fury. I'll be calling myself the person's name. I'm super excited about that. So that's in the works. I'm kind of hoping that Mike Granger comes out with Jones Dairy with the new FS22 physics. Because I am going to say one thing about FS22. It is a really good game. The things that they did add to it are really good. I haven't even thought of picking FS19 up other than maybe the first couple of days when I went back to Meadow Grove just to kind of wrap it up. But the graphics, the DirectX 12, oh man, absolutely way different and better. Not very realistic, but I can't miss that spot. Yeah, Fury had a major problem. So I'm getting ready to load up Hastings, North Dakota, and I was talking online at the same time to Farm Sim Guy, and he's the one that came out with the sim dashboard and the whole 9 yards. And so he says to me, he says, "Are you having frame rate drops?" I said, "Yeah, but nothing bad." He explained to me that Farm Sim 22 by default you use the DirectX player. That's what comes in the XML files. That's what you start with, and so on and so forth. So he said, well, from what he heard is that the DirectX 11 plays the North Dakota map better. And wouldn't you know it, Fury being as dumb and gullible as I was, I love Farm Sim Guy. Don't get me wrong. He's very I respect him a great deal. But here I am, downgraded, and I said to you guys the last time I wasn't going to do it, and I gave in and I did it, and I'll tell you, it almost fried my game. It gave, it immediately threw like 4 Lua errors on this map, and then it threw about 15 Lua errors on Hastings, and the worst part is, I didn't even see a difference in the it was still fluctuating. And if you notice, that's why I took it off at my little FPS counter. I took it off because I don't need it on this map. I stay pegged at 60, so I don't need it. So I got monkeying with it, and it corrupted both files. And luckily for me, I was able to retract my saved game files because it corrupted both of them by putting the DirectX 11 back in, because that's what the DirectX 11 is what FS19 ran on. And if you guys remember me complaining about the fluctuation and the stutters and the tears on screen when you're trying to record, if you notice, I don't have them on this map. I don't have them on Hastings. I have some fluctuations in FPS, but when I spin the camera like this, it doesn't stutter, it doesn't screw around. That's all DirectX. So what a mess yesterday and today was. Trying to get my computer, I almost had to delete FS22 and reinstall it so it would go back to default, because it wouldn't let me, once you downgrade and go backwards, it wouldn't let me put DirectX 12 just back in the XML. I had to fool the computer and put my I had to put the game files back to factory, which means all of my mods were gone. I had to go back and find all my mods, and oh, what a mess. So my suggestion to everybody is don't play with that. Don't play with the DirectX part of it. Don't play with the engine. Don't play with nothing, because Fury learned his lesson the hard way. I almost lost the whole game. I almost lost 2 save games that I've got. This one we're probably at about 25 hours right now, and Hastings is probably about 12 or 14. And I lost all my mods, and I lost everything. Don't mess around. If you're having FPS issues, lower your graphics, or not graphics, lower your what you play on. If you normally play on ultra high, then, or very high, shall we say, lower it down to high and see if you fix your FPS. If that doesn't help, lower it down to high, or medium. And then after that, if that still doesn't work and you're on medium and you know you got a big enough power computer, then start messing with shadows and start messing with draw distances. But don't mess with the DirectX, and don't mess with the game files, and don't mess with the Lohan. A Zohan. I had to throw that in, because I'm telling you, you will screw your game up. Because I did find out that, yes, this uses the DirectX engine. It also uses the Real engine, the Realism engine. And once you try to go backwards and try to put it in, it will mess your game up. So please, please, please take that with some severity, please. Because I am not going to lie. If it wasn't for the fact of knowing what I'm doing with a computer and knowing how to mod and how to fix XMLs, absolutely would have fried. If I was some 12 or 14-year-old kid that had no idea, I would have fried my game. And a $60 game is just, it's not worth it to ruin it. I'm glad that on like PlayStation and the consoles, you can't do that. You can't mess with that stuff. But us PC users, we get a little greedy and we try to do it all. And once you start messing with stuff, and as Forrest Gump says, that's all I'm going to say about that. But as you guys can see, the longer we play, the more I get done. And I can start utilizing fields, our workers. Got some stones to pick up. That'd be cool. We'll get some lime. So yeah, so I'm going to wait on the multiplayer. But I'm going to find one, and I'm going to get the right person. See how I left this little in here? Look at this little raise up and down. But it's not something that is noticeable when you're, like, if you look at it, it looks flat. But when you try to play on it, it gives you that little, so it's not completely flat. I know Alien Jim is one of the best map makers out there, but there's some issues as far as not with the map. This map is fantastic. Mercury Farms was even better. That build your own. He's the first one. Remember, everyone, he's the first one that came out with, you could cut down the fences in Mercury Farms, remember? And like, you weren't limited at all to anything. You could cut down the barbed wire fences, you could put your cow pens where you wanted, you could buy the whole map and do whatever you wanted with. That's fantastic. That's a genius to me. But on this map, personal preference only. Nothing against the map. The map is great. See off in the distance? See off there? What are you going to use those for? Nothing. You can't build on them. You can't mow them, really. I mean, you can. When you get over to that field way over there, you're not mowing a mountain. But that is just personal preference, and personal preference only. I also want to give, forgot I was going to tell you guys. I want to give you guys a huge shout out. All of my subscribers, each and every one of you are getting excited about the trivia, and you're answering it, and it's taken off in ways that I never could have imagined. Absolutely. You guys are like, it used to be just like Russell and Triple D Honey, and there was a couple of you. Now I go on my rocks. I have rocks. I go on my comments section and I sign on in the morning at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I see like 9 or 10 comments, and they're all answers to the trivia. It's just, it absolutely, it just makes an old guy like me happy. The other thing is too, like a lot of times you guys are catching up on videos, and I do it too, and somebody will ask or answer a question of a video that was like 15 videos ago, and I'm telling you right now, Fury's old, and I can't remember that, so I'm like, wait, what was the trivia question for that episode? And I have to go back, and I think, oh, okay, that was what it was. You guys are awesome. But yeah, it's a shout out. Also had an issue with people, or shall we say a person, and I'm going to give this warning once, and one time only, and that's it. I don't know how this person got a link to my video. I don't care to know. This is a direct warning They know who they are. The next person that watches one of my videos and comments on one that's unlisted or still loading, and you get a link to that video somehow, some way, I don't know how YouTube does it. I don't care. I really, really don't care. All I know is if I have a video unlisted and it's still uploading to YouTube and I haven't made it public, I will ban you, I will remove you, and I will report you to YouTube. That is, when I signed on this morning and I had a comment on my thing this morning from somebody who watched a video that was unlisted and still processing. Okay, so what happens is when I do a time lapse, a lot of times I don't have the luxury of downloading music to put on it first, so I get my music off of YouTube. So I upload the video first. Once it's uploaded, then I edit it in YouTube, not on my own. I have my own editor on my own. So I edit my videos, get them set up. A lot of times it's 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, I'm just going to bed. So I get it all loaded up onto YouTube, and once it's done processing, then I edit it with the music. I put the music in from YouTube. That way I don't get copyrights. That way I don't get any problems with it. And it then goes through another upload process to upload the music. So it'll start in SD, then it'll go HD. Then when it's all in HD and I get it all loaded up, then I'll go and I'll edit it on YouTube and I'll add the music that I want right off of YouTube's music. And then it starts over and it goes SD, HD, the whole 9 yards until it gets to 1080p. The person was watching my video. I still don't know how they got a link to my video, because when you watch the video back, it clearly underneath the video says unlisted. YouTube was still processing it. This person not only watched the video, but they commented on the video, and it was a very nice comment. I thanked that person for it. See, another day of rain. It's just 13 days in a row it's rained on this map. The person liked it. They hearted it. They commented on it. They wrote a very pleasant comment. I wasn't upset about the comment. I very politely left a comment back to the person saying, how did you get this video? Because the only way that you can watch an unlisted video or a private video is if I give you the link to the video. That's it. So what I want to know is how they got the link. All right? And to let everybody know, YouTube is involved. I've reported it. I've let them know, and they sent me back a message. And I know what's going on now. So, but take that as a very, very stark warning. I take my YouTube privacy very seriously, and as well as every YouTuber out there should. If I catch this person or another person watching a video or getting a link off of my video without my permission, you will not only be banned, you will be thrown off my channel without even a hesitation, and you will be reported back to YouTube. And they take that stuff very, very seriously. Just to let you guys know. It's because even though this is a hobby for me, there are people out there who make money off of it, and it is a job. So YouTube takes it that way, and they take it as a job, and you're messing with people's money. So, the other thing I gotta check, everyone. This is 2 days in a row these have sat out in the rain. And they're not losing it, so there must be no bale rot. 253. And I'm not going to harp on it. I'm not going to go on it. I'm not going to take it literally. But if you see a video, when you go to start watching it, and down in the corner, right underneath the video, it doesn't say public. It says unlisted or private. I don't care that you watch it. I don't have a problem with that. Because when I go onto YouTube, I'm not looking to see if a video is unlisted or not. I'm just watching the video. So if I'm subscribed to somebody and there was some sort of mistake that happened and it got loaded to public and then taken back off, I don't have a problem with that. Just don't comment on it because it's not meant to be. It's not meant to be seen yet. That's why it's unlisted. That's why it was private. I was pretty upset. I'm not going to lie. I was very, 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 very upset when I saw that. So it's a stark warning to everybody. I take that stuff deathly serious. Wasn't the comment that I was upset about. It was the fact that it happened the way it did. We're going to put a couple of stacks in here, and then I'm going to end this video because we're almost been an hour. Because I don't know if there's bale rot on this map or not, but I'm getting these bales out of here. The other thing is, and one last thing about that situation, if I ask you a question, answer it. Like if I'm questioning how you got a hold of the video, answer it. Be honest and say, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't notice, or something. Don't just disappear off Facebook. See, this stacks them right in threes. Perfect. So we're doing a somewhat realistic. We're at least stacking them by hand. I gotta pick on Alien Jim when I see him or talk to him again. I don't know how often he put the rain cycles in here. This is ridiculous. So let me know in the comments your answers to your trivia, but also let me know if you like these longer videos, because it definitely allows me to get them done. I think for me, it works out almost better because it allows me to, I instead of having to play off camera, we'll play this for, like today, we'll get through a whole day, then all I got to do the next time I play on this map is just pick it up and go. I don't have to worry about where I'm at and all that stuff. I think it's just smart. But it does put the video at an hour length. One more, and then we will go sleep for the night, and then I will catch you guys later. So what's this fit? 12 per row, the same size as the other ones? So see, we've already got the hay now, and I literally started coming way out with that. All right. So, on that note, we are going to say our goodbyes. So please, 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 enjoy the night, the day, the weekend, whenever you're watching this. Make sure you guys are liking, subscribing, and share. Be sure to look out for each other, look out for yourselves, and most importantly, look out for each other's families. And without further ado, I will catch everyone on the flip side. It's been an hour, everyone. Dun, dun, dun. Have a great evening, everyone. I'll catch you guys tomorrow over in Hastings, North Dakota.